Hey guys, quick update. Wanted to just do a quick vlog update. So a lot has been happening, and so I just want to talk a little bit about it. So you guys may have noticed that, for those of you who do watch regularly, that I did not have an update recently. And the reason is because I was dog sick. But I didn't have what you might think I had. I actually had just a mild flu. So it happened, flu-ish thing, okay? So it knocked me out for about a day and a half. And so I was, pretty sick. Just mostly sleeping that entire time. And then allergies hit, and just that combination together, it really just drove my body nuts. And so it knocked me out for about a week. I was out of the gym for quite a while. I want to say 6 days straight, which I decided not to work through it. I decided, you know what, my body needed rest. One of the things that I do love about the Whoop band is that it actually gave me really good actionable data that was actually telling me how my body was responding and whether I was actually doing well enough to actually get back to the gym. So, how well was I actually sleeping? How well was my recovery? What was my resting heart rate? And my resting heart rate actually was really high. And then I started seeing it come down. And that's really good, actionable data. So I really love that I got this, and it was able to tell me when it was safe to get back into the gym, that my body was, feeling a little bit more recovered. I wasn't 100% when I got back in. So I got back in. Last week, did my 3 sessions of my weightlifting, as well as got in. I took an extra rest day this past week, but I got my workout of the days in the morning, did my weightlifting, and now we're all social distancing. I cannot catch a break, I'm telling you. Just when I think I'm just going to get this right back rolling again, this happens. So look, I want to talk about it a little bit, and I want to talk about 2 things. One is social distancing. So if you are social distancing, that doesn't mean that you have to become a complete hermit. It doesn't mean that you don't leave your house. What it means is that when you leave your house, you're respectful of other people's space. Create space in between all of you, right? So that's all you have to do. You have to make sure that you're keeping space. So think about it this way. If I extend my arms out like this, and then the next person extends their arms out like this, our hands shouldn't touch. And so if we just go around in a circle, I shouldn't touch anyone. And everybody else should be in that distance. So you figure that's roughly 5-6 feet, right? So 5-6 feet apart, and just kind of keep your distance, but also limit how much you're going out. So if you are going to the gym, which I'm hoping I will be able to continue to do that to some extent, if you're going to go to the gym, make sure that you keep distance. Make sure that you wipe everything down. Make sure that you use the cleaning supplies in the gym. When you go to the grocery store, limit contact with people. That means, again, keeping distance. Don't run over people. Don't hoard things in the grocery store as well. Get what you need for a couple of weeks, for a week. Supplies are not limited, especially things like toilet paper. 90% of toilet paper is made in the US, so for US consumers, there isn't actually a shortage of toilet paper. What's happened is that we've created an artificial shortage because everybody's hoarding it. So the companies are saying that it's going to be back in stock. So when it comes back in stock, buy 1, not 12. All right, I saw somebody actually do the math, and it was something like if one person bought 4 packs of Costco toilet paper, and they had a family of 4, they would have to shit 183 times a day per person to use that much toilet paper in 2 weeks. So, and that's the standard the standard quarantine period if you have COVID-19. I also want to address, I am a bit pedantic in this, but the disease is COVID-19. The virus is SARS-CoV-2. It's a form of a coronavirus. It is not the coronavirus. It is a coronavirus. All right. And don't touch your face. Look, I am having a hard time with this. I really am. I'm having a hard time, but don't touch your face, okay? So I'm going to try to keep my workouts up, and I'm going to try to keep going, and I'm going to try to do this. And look, the great thing is that I'm in a gym where our coach has already started setting up, you know, for those people who are going to be completely social distancing and staying home. He's doing remote workouts. So, you know, setting up a daily workout, and then they do that from home. If it comes to that, I will switch to that. I would still rather go in and do some very strict social distancing and wipe everything down and be very diligent and wash my hands before and after the workouts, do the hand sanitizer, and just be very careful about it. But I'm hoping that we're safe enough that we can still get into the gym, because, you know, I don't have a barbell at home. Oh, let me just pull my barbell out under my desk, right? So, you know, look, but here's the reality. We're going to be inconvenienced for a few weeks, and then things will probably get back to normal. And everyone will have forgotten the idiotic, stupid response from the government, because everybody has an attention span of a gnat, apparently. Sorry to get a little political, but, you know, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because we probably could have avoided this had we done some of this ahead of time. But, you know, as Americans, we generally don't like being inconvenienced. You know, when we need to do things for the betterment of society, we don't like being inconvenienced as a group of people. But, you know, I'm one of those people who, you know, I can get behind this, okay? I can get behind some of this. But what I don't want to see is small businesses going under because of this. So don't shut down restaurants completely. Instead, make restaurants carry out only if you have to. Make them delivery only and carry out only. Whatever that takes to eliminate the crowds that are in these restaurants so that we can improve the social distancing. Okay? I want to hit on one final thing, and that is, you know, at the end of the day, I talk a lot about fitness. I talk a lot about the gym. I'm a member of a CrossFit box, and, you know, like most CrossFit boxes, they are not chains. They are individual affiliates, individually owned affiliates. So, if your CrossFit box gets shut down, or your gym gets shut down, and you can't go, I'm going to ask, as a fitness community, don't ask for proration. Don't ask for a freeze. If you can't afford it, and you are not financially impacted by this, don't ask for freezes, because here's the thing at the end of the day. These freezes will impact the bottom line of the gym, and that will then in turn result in less revenue for the gym, less revenue for the independent owners who are themselves small businesses. And that could cause ramifications like your gym getting shut down because they can't make rent. They can't, you know, make their lease payments. They have problems with payroll because they can't make their payments, because if everybody freezes their accounts, then the revenue is not coming in. So look, I know it's inconvenient, and I know it's kind of sucks when are paying for something you can't use. But at the end of the day, if your gym does get shut down, just remember that it's the owner that is supporting you. And you know, if you're at that gym and you support that gym, then you know, I think it's okay, especially for people like me, for people who are salaried. Our incomes are not really going to change because of this crisis. So I don't think it's right. I'm not going to say the word right, okay? I don't think it's prudent to ask for freezes and refunds and proration when we know that when this is over in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it takes, we're going to be back in those gyms and we're going to be hitting it hard and we're going to have our coaches supporting us. So we want to support our coaches now. So that's all I'm going to say on this is just, if you can afford it and your gym gets shut down, don't ask for prorations, don't ask for refunds. Support your local coaches, support your local boxes, and know that they will be there for you when this is over and you're ready to get back at it. All right. So that's what I have to say for this session, vlog, whatever. Look, I'm a little bit out of sorts right now. And you know what? I'm a little bit frustrated because I'm feeling like I'm just not getting where I want to get to some extent. But I know that this is temporary. Everything like this, these minor inconveniences, they're temporary. And they'll be over soon enough. And we'll get back to normal. And hopefully it'll be right after the peak of allergy season for me. And so I'm thinking April. So I'm gonna make a guess here. So in 2016, I went nuts in mid-April. I think it was like April 15th, oddly enough, that I just kind of kicked into gear and lost a big pile of weight and really just got everything in order. And it looks like it's going to be that again this year. So, you know, a few years later, and we're right back where we were, looking at probably mid-April, and I'm going to get back at it, and then I'm going to kick ass all summer. So, there are big things coming. We just have to be patient. We have to be calm. We have to take precautions. And we're in this together, folks. Just remember that. We're in this together. So everybody, take a deep breath. Be kind to one another. Don't hoard. And remember, we're in this together. All right, guys. Till next time.